Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to day 38. We have a HIIT day, which I'm very excited for. I'm a little chilly right now, so we'll get warmed up pretty fast. We are going to be doing 30 seconds of a move, 30 seconds of a similar move, but it's going to be more plyometric based. If you do not jump or hop, just stick with that first move. And then we're going to be hitting up a core set, 4 rounds through of the same 3 exercises. So start on your mat. Let's go through some knee tucks. Draw that knee up into the chest. Lift that chest, belly strong. Pay attention to what's going on with your pelvis. All right, let's go the other direction. Grab your foot behind and lift your opposite arm. Switch, switch, switch. Get that cross stretch all the way through. Okay, and then we'll go through some swings. Swing that leg up, get a cross twist. So if my right leg's coming up, my left arm comes across. We're going to try to hit some legs through this style and formatting and some arms. So a lot of times I think the HIIT days end up grabbing a little bit more. Oh, switch your legs if you haven't. Grabbing a little bit more through those legs, which is great, but we're going to try to incorporate some of the arms today. All right, coming on down into a low squat. Drop those hips, open the knees. Start by hinging your hips left and right. So you're going to lift one heel and then drop the other. Switch back and forth and then level off between. Okay, through everything, remember to keep that core contracted, chest lifted, and that pelvis in place. So our first set today is going to be a curtsy lunge. So you're going to drop one leg back and then the other. Then we're going to go into touchdowns. It's the same exact thing, but you're jumping instead of taking it slower. And then we're going to hit a plank. If you do not plank, then you will do your transverse draw. So we've been starting to do this a little bit more recently. You're going to stay hands and knees, long flat back, and just tuck and suck that belly in without rounding. So you want to keep the back flat, neutral, pelvis set, and just pull through those transverse abdominis. Okay, here we go. Ready, set, and curtsy lunge. So just step over and over. You're good. Get those legs in a different range of motion. Wake up those hips, the glutes. Drive through that front heel. Make sure the knee and toe line up. Wrap around that core, torso. Go for as much range as you can. Make sure the leg is getting, okay, now where it jumps. Make sure that leg is getting cut behind, right? As opposed to just twisting your hips. Long back, strong core. You don't have to tap the ground. I kind of like to get there, make sure I'm getting that good range of motion. A little bit of an ease into it. These aren't the most aggressive plyo move. Okay, now your plank. Hands or elbows, up to you. Probably do a little bit of both. Shoulders over the wrist, elbows tuck in. Find that flexion and contraction through the core. Hold strong through that belly. Okay, back to our touchdowns. One leg cuts over, then the other. Feel the work coming through that front leg. Keep the back nice and long. Focus on that contraction through the core. 5 seconds. And then start your little hops, a little faster, back and forth. Get that little shuffle hop. Long back, strong core. Line that knee and toe in our plank. Get set and then hold on tight. Tuck it in deep. Flex it up. Doing great. Hold on to it. Feel that core engage. Okay, back to our touchdowns. Curtsy lunge. Touchdowns will be next. Taking it slow. Gearing in. All right, there's our touchdowns. A little faster. Double check with that core. Lengthen the spine. Stick those hips back. Line your knee and toe. Try to drive off that heel front foot. 3, 2, 1. Plank. Third set. And then we're going to go into our final fourth. Push into the elbows. Pull the elbows back towards your toes. Kind of have our recovery interval here. Still working, but we let that heart rate come back down. Okay. Curtsy lunges. Last set here. Flex into it. You figure out how to get it done. Build the effort, your effort level. You're in charge of it more than I am. Okay, touchdowns. There's a way to cheat your way through anything. Slowing down, not flexing in. Just taking it easy, and some days you have to, but hopefully you can push your effort level today. 5 seconds. And time. Down into your plank. Tuck and flex and tighten. Keep that core contracted. Make sure those shoulder heads up over your elbow crease. Flex into that core. Find that transverse draw here, just like we do from our hands and knees. Time. Whew. Okay. First set down. Well done, well done. We're going to do a sumo squat, which is just a wide squat. And then we're going to do squat jacks, yep. And then a heel press, okay? So sumo squat, nice wide squat, and then plank jacks. No, squat jacks. We're going to do plank jacks later, there. Then roll down, flex those feet. You're going to push through that low belly. We're not rolling the hips. Just press your heels straight up. All right. Here we go. Wide feet, wide legs, and go. Toes straight ahead. Find that core. Sit those hips back and down. Think about what's going on, those hips and that pelvis. Keep it flexed through the core. Protect your low back through that flexion. 3, 2, and 1. Stay low and jump in and out. Further down you sit, more intense you'll get into those legs. Try to hit those heels so that you're still getting movement or work into the glutes. Knees line with toes. You got it. Hold on to it. Okay, lower down. Legs go straight up. Find that low belly. If the push doesn't happen, focus on just finding that low belly contraction between pubic bone and belly button. Get your legs as straight as you can. Roll it up. And we're going to go back into our sumo squats. Feel like you're digging into the heels. Push evenly through both legs. Probably have one side you have a tendency to lean into. Most of us do. So try your best to be aware of that. Recognize what's going on. Okay, squat jacks. Try to move your legs from the hips, right? So it's not just your knees, or your feet, I mean, where your knees stay in. You got to get those knees out with the toes. 2 and 1. Whew. Noodle legs. All right. Flex those legs up. Pull the toes back. Dig in through that low belly. You have to focus on that scoop. Back up. Sumo squats. Legs should be burning. Core. You should feel that core. Find your glutes and hamstrings. Make sure your quads aren't taking over. You find your glutes and hamstrings by thinking about it and by sitting back on those heels. We're in our squat jacks. You've got it. Check in with your core. 10 seconds. Push into the burn. Set into it. Boy. Lower down. Those legs up. Whew. Try to find those abdominals to do the work. Time. Bring it up. Back to those sumo squats. Last round. So your pace is up to you. Find it. Dig into it. Try to find that range. 3, 2, and 1. Squat jacks. Envision you have a band you're pulling those knees apart with, pushing against, and then something that you're squeezing back into with those inner thighs. Sit a little deeper. Woo. Legs go straight up. Make sure you get the work in the right spot. Low belly. Time. Whew. Okay. 2 down. Give yourself a little figure 4 stretch. Cross one ankle over your knee. Pull in deep. Switch to the other side. Pull it in. Give those feet a little stretch. So flip it over. Curl the toes under. And sit back. All right, so far so good. We are going to do shoulder taps, plank jacks, and a dead bug. All right, so if you don't plank, you can use a wall or you can stay on your knees. Find that same transverse contraction through the core, and then you tap your hands here, back and forth. Same with your plank jacks. You can use a wall or stand up and do jumping jacks. Okay, otherwise we'll hold our plank. You can go hands or elbows. I'll be staying on my hands, pretty sure. I'm going to try to transition as fast as possible from those shoulder taps to my plank jacks, and then flip it over on your back for your dead bug. Okay, here we go. Ready, set, and go. Shoulders over the wrists. Same thing, your pace is up to you. Make sure that the hips aren't poking up and you have minimal rotation in the hips. So as you transition from your right to left arm that you're supporting yourself on, your hips barely rotate or move. Okay, plank jacks. Keep those shoulders up over the wrist. Keep that jumping. Use your core, your glutes, your thighs. Build the heat. 4 seconds. Flip over. Dead bug. So much contraction is needed here through the belly, and it can be tough if you're breathing heavy. So check in, slow down. Tighten it deep. Okay, back over, shoulder taps. Tighten it up, set it in. Just accept the move, accept the heat. That timer is going to be going. Just one at a time. Work it down. Find your effort level. Feel that core. Okay, plank jacks. Pack into that back. So pull the elbows to face back at your toes. Lengthen your back. 10 seconds left. And time. Dead bug. Extend. Draw back. Don't forget, we're flexing the non-moving arm and leg. There's no passive hold here at all. All flexed in. Shoulder taps. Lengthen the back. Keep the shoulders over the hands. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. And then plank jacks. Come on. Hang on to it. I'm getting tired too. 3, 2, 1. Dead bug. You can feel that heart thumping. Keep that back packed in. Burning those arms now and that core. Whew. As opposed to the legs. Okay, last set. Set into it. Dig in. Find your connections. You need to take a break, take it. Don't lose form. Plank jacks. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, dead bug. Oh, my arms shaking. Core super fired. Heated up. Oh. Connect in to the heat where you're working. And then just keep pushing. Try not to displace. Oy. All right, stretch those arms overhead. Your back, just a quick release. It's good, building the sweat, building that heart rate. Okay, our last set of today. Floor dips. Hands are gonna face your hips, fingertips. Lift those hips up, and then you're gonna bend the elbows and push. Don't worry about your range. Trust me, you'll feel the arms, those shoulders. If you want and you have a box nearby, feel free to grab a box and you can do tricep dips on those. Otherwise, you can also grab a set of weights and do skull crushers from the ground. Okay, then for our burst, for that interval, high intensity interval, we're gonna go squat thrust. So jump back, jump in, jump up. Another option is to plant, walk, 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 come up. Other option is to tap over and then jump from here. As always, you can skip the jump. And then we're going to do a runner sit-up. Low back onto the ground, elbows squeeze in tight, You're going to come up like you're sprinting. It's kind of like a power push or a power sit up. If you don't do that, go back to your dead bugs. Okay, this is it. Our last round. Ready, set, and go. Dig in through that core. Open the chest. Keep those shoulders back and down. And then think in terms of your tricep dip, right, that you do on a bench, where we're trying to keep those elbows squeezing toward one another. How's that core? Stay braced around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Squat thrust. For cardio, I like doing these more than a burpee just because I feel like a burpee, when we're going fast, we totally have that tendency to worm and lose that core contraction. And that's definitely not worth it later on for back health. All right. Runner sit up. Make sure you connect with your drop, not just the crunch up. Push that low back into the ground. Get that twist. Okay. Floor dips. Be mindful of that shoulder joint, the core, your shoulders. Try to roll them back. Brace through the back. 2, 1. Squat thrust, warrior alternate. Focus that core. Land with shoulders over the wrists. Okay, runner sit up. Make sure to keep the elbows tucked in so you're not throwing the arms. Three, 2, and 1. 2 sets to go. Five seconds to go. Trying to keep my elbows in. Make sure you can support yourself on those arms. Runner sit up. Push your effort level. Don't just stay uncomfortable. Drive past it. Where are we at? Oh, floor dips. Last set. Pull those elbows toward one another. Chest is tall. Elbow squeeze, 10 seconds. Lift that chest, check in with the core. 2, 1. Okay, squat thrust. How many can we get? Wide hands, shoulders over wrists. Runner sit up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay. Sit up nice and tall. And then reach over those legs. Let your heart rate settle a little. Not a long stretch today. Grab more on your own. Please. Reach it over. Relax through the neck. Okay, let's get a butterfly stretch and a twist. Feel adequately shaky everywhere. My legs, my core, my arms. Sit up nice and tall. Let's twist over the left leg. Oh, and twist over the right. Ooh. All right. Good work. Let's see. Tomorrow we have full bodies, so I'll see you then.